Please.
Welcome. And as the shirt says, wake me for champagne. Who joins for the money, leaves for the money. It's something that is, well, underestimated most of the times.
Yeah.
Because it's like the belief is that a lot of people are driven by the money. And for some people, that is actually true. Is they will join an organization because they will earn more. There is better career opportunities, but there is already the first difference. Is because a better career opportunity, they might come with more money, yeah, because promotions usually do. But is it really the money that motivates people? So that's the topic we're gonna dive into today. Now, how do you think about like who joins for the money, leaves for the money? What are stories you have like had in the past? Because you had quite a few.
I had quite a few, and I think this is totally true. I have to say, and when you told this right now, what is difficult for me is, and a lot of people think that we're doing our stuff as well only for the money, especially people who does not understand why we are doing this and does not understand that basically the money is like the score, like where you can see like how far you went, how successful you are, if you're on the right track, if you're not on the right track, did you do failures, like, you know, all this kind of things.
Yeah.
So money is basically like, if you want to see the difference, if you are like on the right track or not, money is the easiest way to like to see results.
Yeah.
To be honest. But the problem is like if, and I just had yesterday a conversation as well with a partner of ours. If this is really like, if you're too focused on the money, you might lose your values and you're not like, you know, like following your values and not living your values. And this is a problem for the long-term run. If you are building like a network, an environment with your clients, with your partners, and you are following the money and leave your values on the way. Okay, this is always a struggle as well. Like if you have, for example, an offer for a big client, and you know, you have like, that would be a lot of money, but you feel, and we had this as well, like I'm joining different masterminds as well, and this is always a topic, you know, like that you have an offer and this offer is super attractive, and of course you want to do it because there's a lot of money in it, but on the other side you feel already like how it starts, it's not really the right way, and to have the strength to say no in this situation, this makes a difference. So on the other side, like that's really the difference, you know. And there's a lot of people, they say, well, you know, I'm doing it because it's a good business, it's a good deal, and it might be, but the person who is in the deal might be not the right person you want to have surrounding you, you know, like this is always the question. Like now, in my, and you asked me for my stories as well. So I worked with a company, like as a corporation, let's say like this. And I saw that a team almost, like actually a whole office fell apart because of people who were just focusing on the money. And you did not really realize that, like in the beginning, like, of course, they were really like, when they talked about clients, that was not, okay, how can I help them? But like, what is my commission on that? Okay, this is like, there's indicators you can see that the focus is more on the money side when it comes to the deal than helping people. And I know it's really trendy to say I help people, I'm supporting people, and this is what I'm doing, this is why I get up every day. So basically, like and how you can make the difference of that, if people like just saying that and really doing it. And this is what I have from my coach. You see the actions. So the actions are actually worth more than what people talk. So if they say, well, I love to hustle, but they sleep in every day, you know, like I find the mistake. So you know what I mean. So in this way, I was not really experienced at this time. Like, and not really like I did it, I felt it subconsciously, that was the word I'm looking for. But I could not really explain it because my personal development just started at this time. And I was really close to these people, and we went through some exams and all the things like that to do some education together. And I had no idea. And on the next day, like basically everybody who did not went were air, like they broke up the total communication, and nobody realized that they in the back they are prepared the clients as well for their leave. And the thing is, and then what I as well figured out, so they came for the money and they realized, okay, if we do it another way, we can make more money. Basically doing the same, but we get more money. So the team, what they built and everything, and the whole structure, and everybody was basically self-employed, was not like all these words was just words. There was nothing in it. Okay, so well, what happened as well, like these two people who joined, like who went together and left together, they are separated now as well, okay, as business partners. So basically they did the same on their things because, well, guess what, like one get a better offer for another. So and this is when we talk about loyalty and commitment, okay, like this is something when you talk about, like when you build a team and when you want to have this the strong commitment for each other, and that we do the things together, and that then you would not have some things in your mind that if you get an offer like this and you know, okay, that brings me a lot of money, like who you are, like who are you, like ask yourself, you know, like what is your values and how you want to live, like do you run after the money, or are the people surrounding you like worth more than the portion of money you have on the other side? And this is something, and I can tell you, like this situation, I learned so much from that, because it shows not only like that they left for the money, but it showed me, especially in this case, what the values the other people like were talking about, if they're really acting like that and behaving like that and living the values. And you can see really fast in this kind of situations if this really is the truth. And I can tell you, like 2 days later, when I realized how they handle the things, this is just talking, no action. And this is the day when I quit internally already.
And then comes the external quitting. Yeah. And I just realized that I actually have the right cup for today. Who joins for the money?
That's right.
Goes for the money. But it's an interesting thing. Is like, and it's so tempting.
Yeah.
Right. Especially in the beginning, when you struggle for every client. But then there are also phases when your company goes like through changes and economical crisis, like what we have had in Corona, or what we had in 2008, when the company, our company wasn't around there because it's newer than that. But what you then, it's like out of desperation, you might do some of those deals. And what we saw, it's like they never really go through. It's like, or you have to work your butt off in order to make them go through, and you have to basically, you are short selling your values. Then it's like you are saying like, okay, I don't want to do this, I'm really like worth more, but okay, I just gonna do it because I need that money. And sometimes you have situations like that. Yeah. And then that might be the only option, okay, on the short term. And especially when you start and you don't really know about the things like values, who do I want as a client? Sometimes that's not very clear, that like all this avatar and stuff like that, you can do that all day long, but only when you start working, you realize, is my avatar right? Is it not right? Do I need to adjust it? Everything else is just this nice like boohoo type of thing. But you can don't get me wrong, avatars are a good thing to like circle who you want to work with as a partner, who you want to work with as a client, but you have to test the theory. Yeah. And especially in the beginning, you are then like, okay, this client might not have the right value, we'll do that. And we like it. The thing is, and this is like what you said, and this is a point I want to make, it's not really obvious. Yeah. Like, because nobody is like, oh, I'm not saying nobody, because some people really do tell you they join for the money, but most people don't tell you to your face, I'm coming because of the money.
Some of them don't even know.
exactly, because they don't know.
Yeah.
They might think like, okay, because some employees, because I was in the UK lately, they are paid hourly.
Yeah.
So they get 15 pounds an hour, they get 18 pounds an hour. And of course, between 15 pounds and 18 pounds, there is a huge difference. I mean, it's 3 pounds doesn't sound like a huge difference, but in a percentage, that's a really big difference if you get that by the hour more. So, but still, when you have good values in your company, when the employee shares that values, they might not even leave for 18 pounds an hour, because they might say, well, I really love working with my colleagues. I really love the company. I love the mission. I love like what this is about. Now, yeah, I might get there more money, but I don't really know if like this is like the right thing for me, and then I need to change, and I really don't like that. So they will talk themselves out of it. They might come to you and tell you, look, I got this offer. I really don't want to do it, but it's like, can we find a compromise? And then you might end up paying them a little bit more. Maybe you even pay them 18 pounds, to talk in British or euros or dollars, doesn't matter. Maybe you even match it, but their intention is not to get you to match the salary.
Yeah.
Okay. And some employees will use offers like that, and they will like get your salary up. The only reason why they are doing it is because now when they are getting paid 18 pounds an hour, they can now go to like another company when they get another offer and they say, you get 18 pounds. You say, well, I already get 80. If I don't get 20, then I'm not coming. So it's like, you see this, and this is why this long-term value communication, and that you really live them, is the other thing, that you embrace them, that you live them, is really important, because otherwise they will, like, you as a person will feel that even if you might not know, because very often people don't realize, why is that, like, I'm not like getting along with that person, something feels off. This is what you say, it's like something feels off, and this off feeling is you realizing that they say one thing and they do another.
That's totally correct. And and this is like one thing what I learned as well. If I talk to people and if they're sharing stories and all the things like that from their past, you know, you realize a pattern, like how they behave. And this is way more important than what they say and what they maybe did in this in the situation. It's just to see, like, okay, why they did it, and, you know, go deeper into that and try to understand why they behave in the situation. And then when you see the pattern, you know, most likely, okay, in which direction it will go and how you have to behave. And when you have the stop sign, and we have this directly as well, like we are in the same situation with one of our partners as well, where we are thinking like this, okay, like when you see, okay, this is the way how it is. And you're getting more strict every time. And you see for yourself, you see this in situation, if you do something what you really love, and if you do this like because you're believing in it and want to help people, or if you're doing it for the money. And I can share a last story before we have, unfortunately, already to end this thing, if you want. Like I just there was 3 or 4 weeks ago, a former client of mine, when I was a real estate appraiser, contacted me. And it was the technical part. And for the technical part, I had a partner, because I studied business administration. I'm not a technical person. So everything when it comes to construction part and to evaluate that and to make this, to guide the people through, I have always a person next to me who is specialized, like an architect and all the things like that. So, and it was like this, and this person, he built his own house, and it was, of course, like after 3 years, it's not finished. Obviously, there's a problem. Otherwise, we would not be called. We followed them step by step. We get all the reports, all the things together. And after 3 years, well, there was this unexpected call. Meanwhile, we are sitting outside of Germany, so we could not. I could not make it. I have I'm out of this kind of business. And I told him, well, unfortunately, I cannot help you right now, but I would like offer you that you call this my partner, because she is still in Germany, and she did the she has the knowledge anyway, so maybe she has time. Well, I figured out like 4 days later, he contacted me again and said, well, unfortunately, she never called back. And I said, well, okay, this is not how you treat as well former clients. Even if you have no time, then there's no reason not to call back and not to get in touch with this person. Okay, like there is a client, he needs help, and I would never expect that this behavior. But on the other side, I should have expect this behavior, because this is just like the thinking, like how you treat people, like when there's problems. In this is a pattern. Okay, so I said, well, okay, let's find another solution. And then I made another alternative and a suggestion. And I contacted my former cooperation partner as well and said, well, what we can do, I cannot help, unfortunately. Do you have somebody in this area who can help this person? Because we already have. If you need something, let me know. And he was super grateful. Did I earn anything on that? No, I didn't. Like, yes, I used the time, and probably a lot of people would not do it, and it would say, well, you know what, like I'm not in Germany anymore. It's not part of my business anymore. Sorry. Yeah. Contact please the company which you found me and my former cooperation partner, and figure out by yourself. This is not my way how I'm doing it, because for me, like loyalty and commitment is really important. And when I cannot say to a person like, I try to help you and I support you, and then where there's really a problem, I'm just gone. Like with WhatsApp and the world is so small, you're not really gone. Like it's a decision if you're gone or not. And it's just another way. Like, there's a lot of stories, and figure out your stories and figure out the stories of your partners
and your clients
and your employees. And then try to find a pattern when they are telling you stories, which is actually not really like formal, like this informal thing. There you learn the most of the people who are surrounding you, and observe the actions. That makes most fun, and it tells you the most.
It definitely makes for some of the great stories, and it might protect you from some people that join for the money that they leave you.
Or you will or you will have it earlier, and you know it earlier.
Or you know it
and
earlier.
You can prepare yourself better.
Exactly. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.